Gurmagud Cahirlock. I welcome the opportunity to speak on this issue and Govan Buicas on Farty Sinn Féin a chur an rún seo os ar góir inniu. We are all aware that the current rates of rent are just not sustainable for most working families and indeed for those who rely on HAP and other assistance payments, but they are genuinely exploitative in some cases. Indeed, the analysis of recent trends in the Irish residential sales market for Q1 of 2021 showed the biggest year-on-year increases in the country are in my own county of Offaly, which is up almost 18%. The Government points to the Programme for Government Commitment to develop a new cost rental housing sector in Ireland, in which rents charged will be set to cover the costs of delivering, managing and maintaining the homes. It also points to the fact that a number of work strands are underway to deliver cost rental housing, utilising the expertise of local authorities, the Land Development Agency and approved housing bodies. But in my own constituency, one approved housing body, Respond, has received €245 million since 2016, and yet it cannot fix basic insulation problems for residents in Chesterfield Close in Bar. Now, I've brought this issue to the Minister's attention because I do feel that it warrants urgent intervention. I feel that it's not acceptable that people cannot have their windows and doors replaced. There's 26 different houses and apartments affected, and I do feel that questions need to be answered here in terms of the amount of funding that Respond is getting, but not willing to put the money into maintenance. And obviously tenants are suffering as a result. I accept that there will need to be constitutional advice provided by the Attorney-General around the balancing of rights between landlords and indeed tenants. But I know eviction has been mentioned here a number of times already, and I'm going to mention it again. We need to make sure that we change and tackle the cultural mindset that exists in this country around eviction. And I was astounded to receive an email over the weekend of a very, very serious matter concerning a threatened eviction of an elderly lady who happens to be the mother of a senior journalist with Midlands 103. And I know this family sent an email to Minister Donnelly about the situation, but have not yet received a response. Now, I know it's not Minister O'Brien's remit, but I am asking him here to intervene and call on Minister Donnelly to please intervene and get back to the family and correspond as quickly as possible, because there are questions to be answered here. And also, we need to make sure that HIQA is doing what it's supposed to do in terms of nursing homes. So evictions clearly is a cultural problem that doesn't just exist in our housing sector, but we can also look at other residential areas such as nursing homes where it's now being threatened. And I would really appreciate if there could be urgent attention given to this very, very serious matter. And I hope Minister Donnelly will act on it. And that's why I'm raising it here, because it's so serious. In my own constituency of Laois Offaly, we have grappled with ever-increasing rents. And I know that I have called for rent pressure zones to be introduced and for Tullamore in County Offaly to be designated a rent pressure zone. And while I welcome the fact that it has been, since the last year or so, I think that we need to do more in order to tackle rents. I know many young couples who cannot afford to buy a house, who don't qualify for a Rebuild Ireland home loan, the council mortgage, and who really fall between two stools because they don't qualify for social housing. We need affordable housing schemes in the county, and we need to also make sure that every area of this state is looked after. And I would ask the Minister and appeal to him to make sure that there are affordable housing schemes in Laois Offaly. To the best of my knowledge, there is only one affordable housing scheme to date, and that's not acceptable. So I would appeal to the Minister to take that on board here today, and to ensure that we are giving people a fair chance and giving our young couples a fair chance in order to buy their first home or invest in their first home also. And I feel that we have to have measures in place that are fair and that will bring about housing solutions. And I believe one of those solutions lies in affordable housing being made available.
Thank you.